Hi, this is Kyle Grove again with another day in the life of building Cutline, the AI product manager. I wanted to show you Terraform, which is a tool that I use to manage my environments in production. Whenever you're building any sort of web application, especially with any complexity, you're going to manage multiple services, and each of those services you're going to have to configure roles and permission for. You're going to have to manage any APIs that you need to have access to. Now, it's tempting and natural when you're in the situation of building this kind of web application, especially if you're using assistance from an LLM, to just start firing off one-off commands that establish the IAM or establish access to an API. I can promise you that if you go too far down this road, you're going to have a bad time, because when it comes time to edit or modify the environment that you've created with all those one-off commands, you're not going to be able to recreate it successfully. You're also not going to be able to copy it from a production environment to a staging environment and set up continuous integration. So what you really want is a file that just states declaratively all of the state that's going to be in your environment, and then an execution system that goes and builds according to that file. Almost like Make for infrastructure. And that is exactly what Terraform is. Terraform is both a language that you can use to write state configuration. It's also the system that goes and orchestrates all of that infrastructure according to that file for you. So you can see in this file that I'm setting up a variety of different resources, mainly about different parts of the front end that are organized by service agents, enabling them to talk to components in the back end in a least privileges way. Part of building the application in this way is to make sure that we're as secure as we can be, and so service agents should only have the permissions that they really need in order to do their job. And you see other resources that are coordinating service agent access to things like the database, which is Firestore, as well as into the build system. When it comes time to deploy with Terraform, we have a three-step process. We wake up with Terraform init, then we do a Terraform plan, which is going to go and figure out the orchestration of all the resources that we have declared. It runs through that, does some topological magic, and comes up with a plan, and then we hit Terraform apply, and it will go and deploy according to the plan. And each of these steps looks successful. And at this point, I've even integrated Terraform into my builds. So Terraform will just go and apply the Terraform file configuration. It will go and build that environment in the build, and then it will go and build the rest of the code. And that's a whirlwind tour of how I use Terraform to build my AI applications. Hey, like and follow if you like this kind of technical content. This is Kyle Grove signing off. Thank you so much.